Howdy. I didn't have time to film many of the steps for this build, as I had a lot to do and too little time to do it. I've made this table and these benches from white oak from my local coffee shop. At the time of filming, the benches and most of the milling are already done, so we'll jump right in with the table. It's going to be a trestle table with a single through tenon stretcher. By ripping down larger boards to make each leg a two-part component, I can cut the mortise with the dado blade and then clean it up with a router plane before gluing. This also has the benefit of keeping the leg assembly made with very uniform and stable rift-sawn lumber. The stretcher is made with the same setup and cleaned up with rabbiting plane and sandpaper. Unexposed joinery is being done with the domino. Here I'm making a quick jig for tapering the tabletop support struts. It's as simple as it gets. Mark one workpiece with cut lines, align the markings to the edge of the sled, stick scrap wood alignment supports with double-sided tape, and good to go. To account for wood movement, the holes for the bolts need to be oversized. Those at the edges I'm extending further with a circle rasp. I'll be using a block plane to add a chamfer to all of the edges. Oak likes to splinter, so the blade needs to be sharp. My sharpening stone was due for a flattening, so that must be done before moving on to the blade. In addition to looking nice, the chamfer helps protect the wood from splintering. Sharp edges are the most brittle and prone to breaking. You don't want clients getting splinters. With the edge profiles done, the leg assemblies can go to glue. I've again skipped recording the selection and milling process, but as you can see, a tabletop is in progress. The panel is made from 5/4 oak milled to about 1 1/8 inch. The base is also glued up and finished. The usual cabinet scraper followed by smoothing plane to clean up the glue lines. And we're ready to cut the top into shape. The client wanted a rounded profile to make it easier to get in and out from the table. I'm using a hardwood specific blade in the jigsaw this time. The ones labeled generically as wood are not up to this. Even as is, this video is sped up 700%. That's how dense this stuff is. Threaded inserts. To make these work in oak, I've drilled an oversized hole and I'm lubricating each insert with dish soap. Installation is a slow and gentle process. This isn't a difficult step, but it is one where things can quickly go very, very badly. The finish is Osmo top oil. It's quite resilient once cured, and it has a soft look and feel that I really love. This table and accompanying benches are being installed at a local coffee shop where I spend a lot of time. Anytime I see something that I've made in use out in the wild, I feel really happy. I'm glad to know I'll get to keep seeing these pieces so many mornings of the week in a place that I care about.